Hello and welcome. We are here to discuss the resurfacing project along US 63 through the city of Cumberland. It is expected to take place in the summer of 2025. My name is Vidar Sanchez, and I am the design project leader from the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. The focus of this presentation is on the proposed resurfacing project along US 63. Here are some of the topics that we will cover. The project will take place in Barron County, City of Cumberland. The project limits extend from 500 feet west of the intersection of US 63 and Wisconsin 48, also known as 14th Avenue, through the city of Cumberland following US 63 to the intersection of Charrie Lane. There are two areas of note along the project corridor. The first is a 1-block-long addition of construction activity off the mainline project along Wisconsin 48, also known as Elm Street, between 1st and 2nd Avenue. The second is the area over Beaver Dam Lake, which will be addressed by a future project. Previous plans included a structure replacement at Beaver Dam Lake. Preliminary reviews indicate that including the structure would risk delaying the mainline project. As a result, the two projects were separated and will continue to move forward, each on their own timetable. This presentation will focus only on the resurfacing of US 63. WisDOT is proposing to resurface US 63 to preserve and maintain the service life of the roadway, provide Americans with Disability Act compliant curb ramps, and maintain the existing storm sewer inlets and sanitary manholes. US 63 was last resurfaced in 2002, and its pavement is displaying various signs of cracking. Numerous curb ramps are not ADA compliant. Curb and gutter is showing signs of wear, including cracking and/or sinking in several locations, which can slow roadway drainage. Manholes and inlets are deteriorated, and their repair may be included as part of this project. The proposed work would consist of removing 3.5 inches of existing asphalt and replacing it with new asphalt of equal depth. It's expected that this treatment would provide a maximum service life to the roadway without the need of a reconstruction. Replacing curb and gutter in some places and grinding the concrete gutter pan and overlaying it with asphalt in other places. Replacing curb ramps so they are ADA compliant or the maximum extent feasible. Additional work would consist of replacing sidewalks and select driveway entrances that are in the worst conditions and pose the greatest hazard to pedestrians. Repairing 9 sanitary manholes along 2nd Avenue between Elm and Veterans Street at the request of the city. Adjusting electric pull boxes and water valves that are present in curb ramps, sidewalks, and driveways. All water valves in the proposed construction zone should be tested in the months leading up to the work to ensure that any replacement parts are on hand during construction to avoid costly delays. Projects of this magnitude provide an opportunity to evaluate the roadway for safety. This includes evaluating access points or driveways that can be eliminated or shifted to a side street. Studies have shown that the risk of collisions is linked to the number of entrances to a roadway, especially when near an intersection. 9 properties are being evaluated for possible safety improvements. Some design features that are being considered are adding curb ramp bump outs, which provide the space needed to achieve compliant curb ramps and increase safety for pedestrians by shortening the time and distance pedestrians spend crossing the roadway. Marking bike facilities is considered on all new urban rehabilitation and reconstruction projects as part of WisDOT's mission to provide transportation mobility to all the traveling public. Additionally, with the goal of reducing the risks associated with left-hand turns, the department is considering extending the existing two-way turn lane eastward to near the intersection of US 63 and 3rd Street. Expected benefits would include improved traffic flow for westbound travelers, as well as providing traffic calming by reducing the effective driving lane width. From time to time, there may be need for construction activities to cross onto private property. When this happens, an arrangement is made with the property owner, generally taking one of two forms. Temporary limited easement grants the construction crew temporary access to well-defined areas outside the right-of-way. Permanent acquisition is a permanent transfer of ownership to the state. This project only intends to use this option if it is found that small sections of sidewalk or roadway fall outside the right-of-way. During the design process, many environmental factors are considered in order to evaluate the effects the project may have on the area. To do this, the department turns to subject matter experts, such as biologists, archaeologists, and historians, to paint a fuller picture of the surroundings. That said, the department knows that the biggest subject matter experts on the city of Cumberland are its residents. For that reason, we are seeking community input on the project's planned activities near areas of historic interest. Project plans and other information can be found on the project website. Check back often for news and updates. While the exact schedule has yet to be finalized, construction will likely occupy large portions of the summer and/or fall of 2025. Temporary lane closures and use of flaggers is expected. It's the department's intention to ensure that roadways and sidewalks are fully open during holidays and major event weekends, such as Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, and the Rutabaga Festival. This is the current project schedule. At this time, we are in the preliminary plan preparation phase. This is the time to provide comments on this resurfacing project via the written comment sheet or by emailing the project design staff. The public comment period ends January 14, 2024. Contact information can be found at the end of the presentation. This project would be paid by a mix of federal, state, and local funds. The signed cost share agreement dictates an 80 to 20% split, with federal and state funds covering the larger portion of the expense. Any additional work that the city has requested would be covered 100% by the city. WisDOT's In This Together business coordination program includes tips, tools, and resources to help businesses navigate construction. We encourage you to check out the program's guide. The design team will continue to update the public as the project progresses, but we encourage members of the community to stay engaged by visiting the project website and by reaching out to us with questions, thoughts, or concerns regarding our proposed work. Remember, the public comment period ends January 14, 2022. Thank you for your attention. Here are the project contacts. Please reach out to share your thoughts on the proposed project.